What if I told you that your Honda's suspension isn't failing because it's weak, but because of a few small habits you didn't even realize were destroying it? Most Honda suspensions are engineered to last 200,000 miles or more, yet most people replace them before 80,000. Not because they had to, but because they unknowingly wore them out. Today we're breaking down 10 things you should start doing right now to make your Honda suspension last as long as the car itself. And trust me, some of these take less than 5 minutes. 10. Tire pressure, the hidden suspension killer. Let's start with something most Honda owners overlook, because it seems too small to matter. Your tire pressure. Not your shocks, not your struts, just its air. Honda engineers designed the entire suspension system around very specific tire pressure ranges. That pressure determines how much impact is absorbed by the tire before it ever reaches your suspension. When your tires are properly inflated, they act like the first cushion in the system, softening bumps, reducing vibration, and protecting components like bushings and struts from unnecessary stress. But here's where things start going wrong. Most people check tire pressure once a month, or worse, only when a warning light appears. And even being just 5 pounds per square inch below recommended levels changes how your car handles impact. Instead of the tire absorbing the energy, that force transfers directly into your suspension components. Over time, that repeated stress accelerates wear in ways you won't immediately notice. Now think about your daily drive. Small potholes, uneven roads, speed breakers, nothing dramatic, right? But with slightly underinflated tires, every single one of those becomes a harder hit to your suspension. Checking your tire pressure weekly takes less than 2 minutes, but that simple habit can significantly reduce stress on your shocks, springs, and joints. It's one of the easiest changes you can make, and one of the most powerful if you want your Honda suspension to truly last. 9. Tire rotation, balance you can't feel. If tire pressure already feels minor, what's something even easier to ignore? Tire rotation. And that's exactly why most people skip it. If your car feels fine, drives straight, and nothing seems off, it's easy to assume everything underneath is working perfectly. But suspension wear doesn't start with obvious problems. It starts with imbalance. Each tire on your Honda wears differently depending on its position. Front tires handle steering and braking forces, while rear tires deal more with stability and load distribution. Over time, this creates uneven wear patterns. And when tires wear unevenly, they don't absorb road impact evenly anymore. That imbalance forces your suspension to compensate. One side works harder than the other. Certain components take more stress, especially shocks, bushings, and control arms. And because it happens gradually, you won't notice until the wear becomes significant. This is where tire rotation changes everything. By rotating your tires every 5,000 miles, you redistribute wear evenly across all 4 corners. That keeps your suspension balanced, reducing unnecessary strain on specific components. There are documented cases where proper tire rotation extended suspension life by over 100,000 miles. Not by upgrading parts or by spending more money, just by maintaining balance. It's simple, almost boring, but it's exactly the kind of habit that separates suspensions that last from ones that fail early. 8. Stop overloading your Honda. What's putting constant stress on your suspension every time you drive, even when nothing feels wrong? Weight. Not extreme weight, just everyday stuff sitting in your car. Honda suspension systems are engineered with very specific load limits in mind. Every spring, shock absorber, and bushing is designed to handle a certain amount of weight efficiently. When you exceed that, even slightly, the entire system starts operating outside its ideal range. Extra weight compresses your springs more than they're designed to handle. That reduces their ability to absorb impacts. At the same time, your shock absorbers have to work harder to control movement, which leads to overheating and faster wear. Bushings and joints also experience higher stress because they're supporting more load than intended. Now, it's not just about carrying heavy loads occasionally, it's about constant weight. A toolbox, gym bag, or random items left in your trunk for weeks may not seem like much, but they're applying continuous pressure on your suspension every single time you drive. Removing unnecessary weight immediately reduces stress on your entire suspension system. It's like taking pressure off your joints. Everything moves more freely, more efficiently, and lasts longer. And if you're enjoying this kind of breakdown, hit subscribe. We love talking about this stuff, and your support goes a long way. Up next is the one that causes the most damage for drivers. 7. Slow down for bumps, the multiplier effect. Most people think suspension damage comes from bad roads, but it doesn't. It comes from speed. Your Honda suspension is designed to absorb impact. That's its job. But there's a limit to how much force it can handle at once. And the interesting part is that the force your suspension experiences doesn't increase linearly with speed. It increases exponentially. That means hitting a pothole at 35 miles per hour doesn't just cause a little more stress than hitting it at 15 miles per hour. It can create multiple times the impact force. Now think about your daily driving. Speed breakers, rough patches, uneven roads, things you barely slow down for. Every time you glide over them at higher speed, your suspension is forced to absorb a much stronger shock than it was designed for. Over time, that repeated stress starts breaking things down. Shocks lose their ability to dampen properly. Bushings begin to crack. Ball joints loosen. And it all happens gradually, without immediate warning. The key point here is that your suspension isn't failing because it's weak. It's failing because it's constantly being overloaded. Slowing down just slightly before bumps reduces that impact force dramatically. Same road, same car, but completely different wear on your suspension. You don't need to avoid bad roads entirely, you just need to hit them smarter. 6. Wheel alignment, the silent wear accelerator. Here's a question. What's something that quietly destroys your suspension without making any noise at all? Wheel alignment. Most drivers only think about alignment when their car starts pulling to one side, but by the time you feel that, the problem has already been there for a while, slowly causing damage underneath. Alignment determines how your wheels meet the road. When it's correct, your tires roll smoothly, and your suspension components operate within their intended range. But even a slight misalignment changes everything. Your wheels start pulling in different directions, creating constant resistance. That resistance transfers directly into your suspension, stressing shocks, bushings, and joints far more than normal driving would. Over time, this leads to uneven tire wear, reduced handling stability, and increased strain on multiple suspension components. And the worst part? It's happening every second you're driving, not just when you hit bumps or rough roads. A single pothole, curb hit, or rough stretch of road can knock your alignment off instantly. And if you don't correct it, your suspension keeps compensating, mile after mile. Checking alignment once a year, or after major impacts, keeps everything working as it should. It's not just about straight steering, it's about preventing constant hidden stress. Because when alignment is off, your suspension never gets a break. 5. Regular inspections, catching damage before it spreads. Suspension systems don't usually fail suddenly, they warn you first. The problem is, most people don't notice those warnings. Every suspension component wears out gradually. Bushings develop small cracks. Shocks begin to leak slightly. Ball joints loosen just enough to create minor play. At this stage, the issues are small, inexpensive, and easy to fix. But if ignored, they don't stay isolated. One worn component starts affecting others. For example, a slightly worn bushing can change how forces are distributed across your suspension. That puts extra stress on nearby components, accelerating their wear. Over time, what started as a small issue spreads across the system, turning into multiple failures instead of one simple fix. And this is where most people lose money, not because repairs are expensive, but because they waited too long. A quick monthly visual check like looking for leaks, cracks, or unusual wear can catch problems early. And replacing a small component at the right time can prevent much bigger repairs later. It's not about constant maintenance, it's about timing. Because in suspension systems, small problems don't stay small for long. 4. Keep your suspension clean, the corrosion trap. This is one Honda owners rarely think about, right up until it starts causing problems. Dirt, and more importantly, corrosion. Your suspension sits underneath your car, constantly exposed to water, dust, road grime, and in some cases, salt. Over time, this buildup doesn't just sit there, it starts reacting with metal components. Moisture and contaminants create the perfect environment for rust to form, and once corrosion begins, it spreads quietly. What makes this dangerous is how hidden it is. You won't see it during normal use. There's no warning light, no immediate change in how the car feels. But underneath, metal components like control arms, mounting points, and shock housings slowly weaken. Rubber bushings are also affected, especially when exposed to dirt and chemical buildup, causing them to dry out and crack faster than expected. And once corrosion takes hold, it doesn't stop on its own. It keeps spreading, weakening critical suspension parts over time. Regularly washing the underbody of your Honda removes that buildup before it can cause damage. It's not about keeping your car looking clean, it's about protecting what you can't see. Because sometimes, the biggest threats to your suspension are the ones hiding underneath. 3. Power steering fluid, the overlooked link. Most people separate steering and suspension, but in reality, they're closely connected. Your Honda's steering system works alongside your suspension to control movement and stability. And when power steering fluid isn't maintained properly, it creates problems that extend beyond just turning the wheel. Over time, power steering fluid collects contaminants, tiny metal particles, dirt, and debris. As it circulates through the system, it loses its ability to lubricate effectively. Instead of smooth operation, components like tie rods and steering linkages experience increased friction. That added resistance doesn't stay isolated. It transfers stress into the suspension system. Low fluid levels make things worse. Steering becomes stiffer, forcing components to work harder than they should. This added strain gradually wears down joints, mounts, and connected parts that are critical for suspension stability. And the tricky part is, this damage happens slowly, without obvious signs early on. Checking your power steering fluid monthly and replacing it at recommended intervals keeps everything moving smoothly. Clean fluid reduces friction, protects components, and prevents unnecessary strain. It's one of those small maintenance steps that quietly protects multiple systems at once. Because when fluid fails, the damage doesn't stay in one place. 2. Drive smooth, not aggressive, the daily habit that matters most. Let's be honest, most suspension wear doesn't come from rare events. It comes from how you drive every single day. Aggressive driving creates forces that your suspension has to constantly absorb. Hard braking shifts weight forward suddenly, overloading the front suspension. Rapid acceleration does the opposite, compressing the rear. Sharp cornering adds lateral forces that stress bushings, joints, and shocks beyond their normal operating range. Individually, these actions might not seem harmful, but repeated over time, they create cumulative stress. Components wear out faster, lose their effectiveness, and eventually fail earlier than expected. The key difference isn't speed, it's smoothness. Driving with gradual acceleration, controlled braking, and smoother steering inputs reduces unnecessary stress across the entire system. You're not driving slower, instead you're just driving in a smart way, and over time, that changes everything. Because your suspension doesn't just respond to the road, it responds to you. 1. Work with Honda engineering, the real secret. And finally, the biggest reason some Honda suspensions last 300,000 miles and others fail early isn't luck, it's understanding. Honda doesn't design suspension systems randomly. Every component, from tire specifications to load limits, fluid requirements, and alignment settings, is engineered to work together as a complete system. When everything is maintained according to those specifications, The suspension operates efficiently, distributing forces evenly and minimizing wear. But most people unknowingly go against that design. Ignoring tire pressure, skipping maintenance intervals, overloading the vehicle, or using incorrect parts disrupts that balance. And once that harmony is broken, small inefficiencies start compounding into larger problems. It's not one big mistake, it's multiple small ones adding up over time. Following Honda's recommended practices keeps every component working the way it was designed to. No unnecessary stress, imbalance, or premature failure. And that's how some owners get 200,000, even 300,000 miles from their original suspension. So the real secret isn't upgrading your suspension, it's respecting the engineering behind it. And when you really step back and look at it, making your Honda suspension last forever isn't about doing one big thing. It's about the small habits, like checking your tire pressure, keeping the weight in check, driving a little smoother, and paying attention before small problems turn into expensive ones. Individually, they don't feel like much, but together, they completely change how long your suspension lasts. That's why some people end up replacing their suspension at 80,000 miles, while others are still driving smoothly past 250,000. So now I'm curious, which one of these are you not doing right now? Drop it in the comments. I read each and every single one of them. And if you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. We're constantly producing more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.